This is a response to this little user that's been bugging me lately. Why am I feeding a troll? Because I think it's fun to get a reaction out of them as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and feed this dumbass troll. Alright. First off, he told me that that I'm an Apple fanboy and that I'm on Apple's dick. Guess what? Idiot. He's complaining about the Microsoft Store video. Honestly, here's a point that I can make again. Has Microsoft ever been truly as successful as they want to be in any other industry besides operating system and office software? Tick tock tick. No, they haven't. They have never been successful in any other market. You can look it up for yourself. The Zune, they wanted the Zune to top the iPod. Did it? No. It is still way below the iPod. The Zune marketplace stores don't even get stuff bought out of them. Really. It was an epic billion, it was almost a, I think, $7 million failure. They spent tons of money putting the Zune together. And honestly, if you look it together, it has not met expectations. They have actually lost money on the Zune. Now the Xbox 360. They wanted to be the console ringleader. Unfortunately, they're not. The Wii is ahead of them. And even though they make so much money off of Xbox Live, they still lose money because of the red rings of death and the 3-year warranty that comes with every single Xbox 360. So they've been neutral in that category, but it still doesn't make up for the huge loss in sales during the Zune. Also, since Windows Vista has come out, let's just say appeal rate has gone down for Windows. Don't believe me? Look everywhere. Everyone says Windows Vista sucks except for loyalists, okay? Honestly, and you call me an Apple fanboy? Let me find the discs. Well, I can't find the operating system discs right now, but I can tell you right now, I've only owned 3 Apple operating systems. That's Mac OS 8.6, Mac OS 10 Tiger, and Mac OS 10 Leopard. How many Windows operating systems have I owned? Let's see. 3.1, 95, 98, NT, 2000, but I never used that disk, XP Pro, XP Home, and Windows Vista Home Basic. That's 8 to 3. My experience with Apple is a lot less than with Windows. Okay? How many Linuxes have I owned? Red Hat, Ubuntu 7, Ubuntu 7.4. 7.1. I call it 7 because 0.04, whatever. Okay, that's 3 right there, plus Puppy Linux, plus PC Linux OS, Fedora 8, Red Hat 1.0, I think, Red Hat 2, and Red Hat 3. That's 9 Linuxes. That's one more than Windows, and that's a lot more than that. Let me see. 7, whatever. Oh! GOS. And the new Ubuntu 8.04. 11. Dude, I've only been using Macs for a very short time. And in my experience, Leopard is better than Vista. But XP was better than Panther, Puma, and Jaguar, in my opinion. But it was not better than Tiger, and I at least wanted Vista to be of Tiger quality, and in my opinion, it wasn't. It wasn't Tiger quality. So that's what brought Vista down. For me, it wasn't Tiger quality in my opinion. Just because I don't like something for once doesn't make me a fanboy of another system. I own Vista. I don't like it. Honestly, it looks like a dressed up XP. It looks like a gelled up XP. It doesn't feel any different. 95 to 98 felt like a huge difference to me, and so did 2000 to XP. Vista did not improve anything in my opinion. It actually made my experience worse Plus, the Aero interface takes up a lot more RAM than it should. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. Honestly, I don't need the fancy Aero interface graphics as long as my machine can run faster. In my experience, when I upgraded Tiger to Leopard, it got faster. I've never had an upgrade go faster before, except with the Linux. So in my experience, OS 10 in the last 2 upgrades has been better. When I had Jaguar, I hated it. Ugh, disgusting. I didn't like Tiger. I didn't like Jaguar's interface at all. Ugh. Anyway, another comment you put, Unix and Linux are different. Are you freaking retarded, dude? Unix is the granddaddy of almost every operating system that isn't Windows. Alright? Let me name some of the popular ones. FreeBSD, OpenBSD, Linux, every distro. And Solaris and Mac OS X. They all derive from Unix. You can look it up yourself. You can see yourself. It has based on the Mac is based on the Unix kernel. It's not really the Unix kernel. It has a Unix kernel, but it's not completely Unix. Those other systems are very, very heavily based on Unix. Some of them even have the entire Unix operating system in them, like Solaris as an example. And so, if you don't think that Linux has Unix in it, you're an idiot. You have no idea, any idea about Linux whatsoever. So, you're just a rabid fanboy of Windows, a loyalist, someone who will follow one brand until it dies. Honestly, if 7 is better than Shinx, I'll choose 7. But since Vista isn't better than Leopard, I'm sticking with Leopard. I will use Leopard more than Vista. That's my opinion, and that's what I think right now. In my opinion, Vista is not a successor to XP. It's actually, in my opinion, a bit the same. And honestly, Leopard is a step up from XP, in my opinion, and that's why I chose Leopard. I want technologies to advance. I downloaded Service Pack 1, and honestly, I saw very little change. My experience got a little bit better, but more hardware was incapable of running on my system. So it was retarded, in my opinion. I actually downgraded from Service Pack 1. I'd rather have a slower experience than a less incapable experience. Okay? And honestly, in my opinion, I've had no troubles with the OS X upgrade. Honestly, I haven't been a PC gamer since 1998. And that's how it's been. It was all Command and Conquer, okay? That's all I played, RTSs. And all the games after that for PC that I liked are Blizzard. So guess what? They're on the Mac. And that's all I need. As long as my computer as long as my Mac can run StarCraft 2, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's in my opinion. So there you go. That's why I don't like Vista. Okay? In my opinion, it's too much of the same. It wasn't a step up. They really didn't, in my opinion, try. I even tried out the Longhorn beta, and I thought the Longhorn beta was better than the final product. So there you go. That's my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, then don't watch my videos.